Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to Captain's Vlog. My name is Tristan Mortlock, and this channel is all about everyday life of a super yacht captain, myself, the crew, and what goes on behind the scenes during the charter season and off charter season. And at the moment, we are going through a 6-month refit in Viareggio here in Italy. We're now at week number 5. So far, so good. We have encountered a few unforeseens, but this is expected for any shipyard period. But we'll continue with the work. I'm very happy so far with the progress of all the contractors. Very happy with the results that we're getting, and the work is continuing according to the schedule, which is great for us. So what I'm going to do in this video is give you guys an update on what's going on, what's happened, and what we expect to happen in the coming days, weeks, and months. So the boat, as you guys are aware, is fully cocooned now. The underside, the hull, is now being fully sandblasted, and the guys have now almost finished the hardware removal for the paint. They've already started all the prep work for the paint application. So they started the sanding, the grinding, etc, etc. So let's go and take a look, see what the guys have done, and give you guys an update. So guys, as you can see, the tenting, as you already know, is complete. We'll make our way forwards to show you guys where the work started. As you can see, the hardware is now all being removed, so all the fair leads have been taken off. So the fair leads is the metal plating that goes around here. As you can see, previously the vessel, when it was brand new back in 2009, was actually the color blue. So it obviously got changed by the second owner to the what is called greystone, this color here. And so we're going to keep the greystone, and then the superstructure will be white. So as you can see here, they've started all the preparation. So this is all being sanded back because we had like little micro cracks and things like that. So this will then get refilled, primered, and then painted. Again, as you can see, these are all the hardware that was on board that will be all taken and removed. So far it's looking good. A lot of progress. All the protections being put down on the flooring here, and they continue to work all along here. So still a lot of work to go. Continuing, make our way aft. So you can see all the doors have been removed. They've also removed the wing stations here. So this is where we berthed the boat from. I've got another wing station over on port side. Go look inside, you can see all the wiring and whatnot in there for the wing station. As you can see, all the glass windows, windscreens, portholes have been protected. We'll make our way downstairs. I'll show you that they've started already removing all the caulking. And you can see through here, my finger's going, that's the caulking for the window. So what you want to make sure is where the caulking is removed, they'll clean this thoroughly, and this area here will also be painted. Once that's painted and cured and dry, they will then re-caulk the window here. And then we're gonna walk actually along the scaffolding just to show you guys the work that's been done alongside the hull as well. We hit some unforeseens, as I previously mentioned, so what we're gonna do is gonna walk along here and I'm gonna show you. And as you can see, this is a black strip here. So what we've discovered, so this black strip goes all the way to the bow of the vessel. You can see here, this is the fiberglass, no, sorry, correction, this is the gel coat here, this is the filler. They've used probably close to 10 millimeters of filler there, which is fine, but if you look at the surface of the gel coat, it's not being prepared. So normally when you're applying filler to any vessel, you need to prepare the surface. The way you do that, you use like a 60 or an 80 grit sandpaper. You then get a good clean to remove any residual dust, and then you use a primer, special primer, depending on the product that you're using. So in this case, you want a primer that's specialist for this particular type of filler, which they haven't done. So what we're going to need to do, that was an unforeseen, is this entire black line, this filler, all the way along the boat would need to be removed. They will have to have the surface prepared, sanded, primered, then refilled, then sanded again, primered, painted, then clear coated. So that's a big project. Here we've got one of the vents. So we have vents here. That's the air extraction now. I can feel the air blowing through there, which is great. During the paint process, that will be turned off. So all the way along here will have to be redone. You can see here there's some more filler coming off there. It's a shame, but you know, sometimes boat builders oversee things, or they're not overlook things, they're not really paying attention. We're back on the bow here on the scaffolding, as you can see. This is the fair leads from the other side, from the exterior. But so far they're cracking on nicely with the job. Again, here, you can see here, that's fine, that's pretty standard actually. They're just going to put some fiberglass on there, and that'll be absolutely fine, not worried about that. It's a very straightforward job. So you can see, that is the bow of the vessel. Oh, there's Will. How's it going, Will?
Yo, how you doing?
Living the dream.
Yeah, indeed.
Good, good. So you're working on the tank tops, so you managed to access them?
Yeah, indeed.
Fantastic.
Over here.
Oh, look in here, guys. So basically what's happening in here, the grey and black tank's gonna get, the tank top will be removed just before they clean it. They get a gas-free certificate, then Rena Surveyor will come on board to do the inspection. Hopefully there's nothing, you know, out of the ordinary, and he gives the 2 thumbs up. And then these tanks here, what have we got here? These are the sludge.
That's your dirty oil over there. This is your clean oil over here.
Okay, so dirty oil down there, clean.
And that's your bilge water.
Bilge water further forward. Okay. And then we have the tanks for the Novenco system, the sprinkler system down in there. So they're all looking pretty hunky-dory in here. Excuse me, guys. And then we'll make our way through to the engine room. As you can see, they have turned the generator 90 degrees on its side so they can work on it. So Jenny's, it could be completely total rebuild of both generators. So we know for next year it's going to be, the boat will be 100%, and then it's going to minimize. So the idea is to minimize any potential breakdowns. So it's preventive maintenance, really. So as you can see, to move the generator, they built here a whole entire scaffolding unit, and they've used 4 block on tackles. The block on tackle of these things here, the chains with the blocks in them, they're for their lifting device. So they're doing a great job here. And then these are the cylinders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 cylinder generator, straight 6. And as you know, guys already know, the ones on the starboard side is already done. And down here, Will, who you just met, he's removed the Alpha Laval. Now the Alpha Laval is a spinning system which spins the fuel, and it filtrates the fuel, and the idea of it is any contaminants get put to one side, so what goes back into the day tank is clean fuel, therefore minimizing any contamination going into the main engines or into the generators, extending the life of the motors of the engines. So what the engineers have been doing here is they've removed, so on this plate here normally it sits the fire pump and then the bilge pump. So these have been removed and sent to Gianeschi, the manufacturers of the pumps. They need to be completely pressure tested and checked, and then they'll give the stamp of approval, which will then be approved by RENA and Classification Society. On top of that, on this tray sits the hydraulics for the garage, the garage door, the swim platform, and the old tender carriage. That's been taken out for reconditioning. And then further forward, you can see that that's a valve there which will be removed, one of the many overbore valves which need to be removed as part of our 10-year survey. So the guys are cracking on really nicely down here, doing a great job. I'm very happy so far. And then we'll continue back upstairs. So here we have the drawers actually for the wing stations. we berthed the boat from, port and starboard side. The electronic side is all being taken away to be completely checked and tested, make sure everything's functioning correctly. And then we'll make our way upstairs to the sun deck to show you guys some additional work that's been done. Let's have a look. Right, so some of the issues that we've had. So as you can see, this is the handrail, and then for the paint, it's had to be removed from the base here. Okay, so this handrail. So the issues we've had is inside the handrail here. This is all aluminium. It's not stainless steel. You can see the white. That's the corrosion. So the issue that we've had. So when they built the boat, this area here is fiberglass. They have the bolts, and then the support for the stanchion for the handrail, they built it for some reason in aluminium. Okay, so the issue with that is when you've got a stainless steel handrail and you're using aluminium support, you're mixing two different types of irons together, aluminium being the softer iron and stainless steel being the hard iron. So what's going to happen is the aluminium is going to start corroding, and when aluminium corrodes in a tight space, it expands. And what has happened on a lot of, I'll show you guys a bit later, on a lot of stanchions here, it's actually split the stanchion. It's actually cracked the stanchion, which is really bad. So we have to cut it, re-weld it, and so we're waiting for the quotation for that. It was another unforeseen. I'm very, very, very surprised that they built the boat like this. Well, not built the boat like this, but actually installed this system like this. Because that's boat building. That's week one of boat building. You don't mix two metals together unless you've done some sort of explosive bonding, like they do when they bond a aluminium superstructure to a steel hull. What they've done here is bolted aluminium to stainless steel, and then over 10 years it's corroded, and now we've got a bigger job than we originally anticipated. But you know what? If this is what we expect in the yard, there's always going to be unforeseens. I'm sure there'll be a few more that's going to sneak up on us. We need to crack on with it and get the jobs done. It has to be done, so we don't have got much choice, to be honest. They've done a really good job here. They've actually suspended the entire handrail. This handrail is one entire piece around the sun deck. You can see that they've suspended it onto the scaffolding. One entire piece they've lifted up. Look, all along here. This is all one piece that's been suspended. And I can tell you now, you cannot see the seams of the welding. It's so well done. Whoever built this handrail did a fantastic job. But I want to show you the splits that have occurred. So going back to the splits on the stanchions for the stainless steel, I'm going to show you guys this one here. As you can see, this one here, look. So, as you may or may not be able to see, there's a split there. Okay. So what has happened inside, you can see the white coming out. That white is the corrosion from the aluminium. So that starts corroding, it starts expanding inside, and it's expanded so much that it's split the stainless steel. And stainless steel is an exceptionally strong metal. So it's obviously been happening since day one the boat was built. So what we're going to do, we're going to improve the system as we do every day on board this boat. Is when we reinstall the system, we're not using aluminium, that's for sure. We're getting quotations for either brass or stainless steel. My preference is brass because there's a lot, I think it will hold better, but that's just from my personal experience. I'm not necessarily saying it's better or worse, but it's my preferential solution. And then once it's then reinstalled, these little white plastic washers, so to speak, not sure what you really call them, will also be replaced with Teflon. So you can see up here, all the protection is done. All the lighting and the hardware has been removed. The barbecue area will be completely wrapped up and protected. So the guys have been cracking on really nicely, so really happy with the results so far. So let's go downstairs, we'll check out the underside of the hull, and we'll inspect the finished job with the sandblasting. Earlier, I said they removed the fire and bilge pump. They also removed the emergency fire pump. So these are the three pumps the guys have taken out. These will be taken to Gianneschi, the officials. Gianneschi is a manufacturer of the pumps there. They'll be pressure tested and then electrically tested as well. let's make our way through to the underside of the hull and show you guys the great job the team have done with the sandblasting. It's very dirty in here now. As you can see, they've done an absolute great job. Very happy with the result they've done, that sandblasting. As I previously mentioned, now the hull has been sandblasted, it gives me peace of mind because I can see every little thing, every little crack, scratch, anything wrong with the hull, I can see it. And the only issue that we found so far is on the aft end with the filler. It doesn't even touch the fiberglass. So the boat is absolutely solid. So I'm very happy with the result with that. As you can see, done a great job around there. Up. Bulbous bow. And the stabilizer fins as well. You can see here, it's absolutely spot on. There's nothing wrong with these stabilizers. Everything's great with these stabilizers. But anyway, going back to the that I previously showed you, I think in the previous video with the fracturing on the underside. As I said, we're happy to hear it was only superficial. So now they've removed, and you can see, so all this material here, that's the filler. It's very thin, it's about probably 3 or 4 mils, but in certain areas a bit thicker, up to like maybe 8 or 9 millimeters. So this will need to all come off because it's cracking away all the way. You can see there's a big crack here. This literally just came off with a little bang of a hammer, which is absolutely not acceptable. So all this will come off to a certain point where it's actually, we've discovered it's still quite strong, and then it'll be sanded, cleaned, primered, and then once the primer's ready, they'll then do the application of the filler. So as you can see, we're continuing to be exceptionally busy. It's still a lot to do. I'm really enjoying the project so far. It's been a lot of fun. One of the best things about being a super yacht captain or working in the super yacht industry is you never stop learning. You learn things every single day, and sometimes it's best just to keep your mouth shut and just to listen to other people. You know, a lot of captains, they talk a lot, but sometimes it's better just to listen and then get all different perspectives, make your decision from there. If you've got a good team behind you, use your team. A lot of people are afraid to use their team, but I'm very fortunate we have a great team behind us, and also what's very important, having a great owner as well, so very happy with that. So the progress continues, and I'll update you guys very soon in the next video. I know it's been a week since I've uploaded this video. It's just been very busy with the boat. I will be doing a Q&A, so I will be uploading another video, and any comments or any questions posted on that particular video, I will be answering as many questions as I possibly can. Any inappropriate questions won't be answered. Any good questions you do have, we'll post them onto the channel. I'm really hoping everybody's enjoying these videos, to be honest. I know I continue to enjoy making them for everybody. It gives everybody, again, an insight. Again, please like, please subscribe, please share. Look forward to seeing you guys on the next Captain's Vlog, where I don't know what's gonna happen yet. We'll see. Ciao.